like, you know, a Swiftie person, I apologize for that.
That's actually what I wanted to say.
Is there anybody sweeter on this earth than Sarah?
I'm Jessica's friend. Doesn't mean that I don't want to hear this side. Jessica and I have disagreed on many things, and when we have adult conversations, and I say, hey, I don't stand with this, I don't like it, and we move on. We discuss it. We discuss why I might not like it, or maybe she doesn't like something that I do, but we discuss it and we move on. And I was getting ripped apart in the comments. I have never heard this before, so that's why I just wanted to say I was here, and that's why I was asking questions, and none of them were malicious in any way. That's why I asked if it was insinuated or did she state it. That was it. I'm sorry. I will leave. I apologize.
No. I do apologize. I did not mean to.
All right, noted, Alex.
When I talk about Swiftie, sometimes I can get a little, you know, heated just from, you know, the stuff that happened. It's not you. I have nothing against you. I do apologize. But I am going to send the videos to Melissa Sue so she can play them. And then people can decide if it was insinuated or whatever. Because I'm going to drop down. I appreciate you guys letting me up just to speak that. I hope you guys have a good day.
You're okay.
Thank you. Have a good day.
I'm going to drop as well. Again, I'm just here trying to listen because I wanted to hear the reasons. That was it. I just wanted to hear that was all. I haven't been around. Like, I found Jess this summer. I love her. I think she's hilarious. Again, there are things that I don't agree with, but I love her. She has become a very dear friend to me, but that doesn't mean that maybe she hasn't done things in her past that maybe she does.
This really is just preliminary conversation.
You know, if there is proof, if that makes sense.
Currently, though, when you're sitting in the comments along with her while she is talking on people's past sobriety,
this is preliminary conversation. And it gets deeper into what is hypocrisy, what actions. I really am I think this was such a good debate about judging people because they're friends with somebody, may not necessarily endorse the actions of another person, and what people are being called out for and compared to. And so this is just some preliminary conversation. They're going to get into calling me out here
or anything of the sort. And
Melissa, I have never heard her talk about it.
I have it right here.
That's fine. You might, but I've never heard her talk about it. I have been you can hear me last night in her live. I will listen to her for about 5-10 minutes, and then I fall asleep.
I agree
with
you.
I put my phone under my pillow and I fall asleep. I will be in that live from the beginning of it till the end of it, but I may not be awake. I'll wake up sometimes and I will like send hearts or something just to let her know that I'm there, but I fall asleep a lot. I apologize.
Just do your nails. I will make a point to say here, only because I have seen Melissa Sue's, I've received her communications, I guess that's the easiest way to see it, clarifying that because she hung out, whatever, with this group does not mean that she knew what Meg was doing behind the scenes, endorsed it, all of that. I believe her. I believe Melissa Sue about that. So
you were in there actively in the comments while she is doing it. You were in there when she was talking about me, and then you were actually.
Was she talking about your recovery, Melissa?
Again,
yes,
this isn't.
Absolutely, she was.
I do not remember her ever talking
Melissa Sue
about
was not in a
recovery,
Discord.
ever.
Why don't we take a brief moment, and Melissa Sue, I'm sure, can send over some proof, and maybe that's a discussion.
And I'm not telling you that you can't be friends with her. I'm just saying, don't say that you don't know or it wasn't in there when you were.
Okay, hang on.
Wow, I'm dropping because I'm shaking.
Sarah, hang on.
I can't do this. I'm not one of the people that get in boxes to do things like this. I understand, Melissa, so your feelings are valid, but my mom passed away a year ago from addiction, and I would never, ever allow somebody to speak like that and just cheer them on about it.
Yeah.
I didn't say you were cheering her on. I didn't
Hang on.
Hang on, Sarah. I think you and I are
I can
from
do that,
a
Petty
very
Betty.
similar position with Jess because she's been so kind. But I have two more comments, and I'm going to let somebody else talk. But here's how I feel. Right?
Just to fly. That's the safest place to be.
That was made about watching. If somebody doesn't admit to something, that's not change behavior. While I agree with that, I also understand it takes so much courage to publicly just admit to things and apologize. It does. Sometimes I think that maybe privately is good enough, and if you stand 10 toes down on doing those below the belt things, that's not okay. But I guess I really appreciate all the feedback. Here's where I stand. I am going to continue supporting all of you, supporting Jet, supporting everyone really. But I am going to make a commitment that, like, when I feel somebody is going to go below the belt, I will be commenting that. And I guess that's just for me to judge. Then
you're in charge, Bird Dirt.
Somebody doesn't just take note of that kind of advice, then I'll just quietly step away. But
sorry.
No, that's okay. That's kind of where I stand. I guess maybe because
Kiki's gonna start muting.
I want people to
everybody take it down a notch, just a notch.
We don't need to wild up. No.
Another that within this community that we formed does have one similar mission when it came down to Gabby and all of everything that she has caused on this. But I think for me at least, I just need to, when things do hit my moral compass below the belt, I'll just speak to them about it and try to stop it. That's really the only thing I personally myself can do.
I agree, Pete. Whenever I am in Jessica's live,
thank you, Kim.
I want y'all to go back and watch them. If I am awake and there's something Jess says that's out of line,
I feel like we're jinxed if somebody doesn't ask if Sonic's shedding.
And that's an inside joke between us because I'm thinking, hey, take a step back a little bit, just out as a friend. Because if I was doing something that I feel like I would want somebody to tell me, I guess. I don't know, but I've got to jump down because I didn't even mean to jump in a box and be this long. I apologize.
Thank you.
I hope that everybody could just get along.
Be orange too. All right, those two things.
This has been
those two
draining,
things.
and I know it's been draining for everybody. And let me just say this: I hope that everybody is okay. I don't care whose side you're on. I just hope you're okay because I know how draining it has been for so many people mentally. It's been hard to know who you can trust, and
no, it is a lie that he is shedding.
Hard to know if your friends are really your friends, and that drains you mentally. So please just try to check in with yourself.
Cheers.
I've thought about this a lot today, and it's been heavy on me. So just, I hope you're okay. All right, I'm gonna go.
Let me just say this real quick. This is not about us trying to get you guys to not like somebody. This is exactly what we're trying to do. You like who you like.
Yes, Jessica did know
But
this.
people sitting on apps
and Sarah did as well.
And then calling other people out for lying or for
this isn't the main point.
Doing. That's what we're calling out. Regardless of who you like and who you don't like, I don't give a shit. Honestly.
It's okay for one person to do something, but it's not okay for another person to do something.
Exactly. You all want to see the comment, or you all want to see the video. Sorry, you all want to see the videos, right? So that's what we're getting here because you guys don't know that it didn't happen when it did.
I just want to point out really fast, and I'm sorry to cut anybody off. We all agreed before we came up here that we are not showing videos, we are not showing screenshots, we are not doing anything. If other people want to hold their own lives about different things, that is on them to do. But we agreed amongst the four of us
that is Central Perk speaking now. The video they're talking about is Jessica saying she doesn't believe the DV victim. That's what they were going to play, but that wasn't the point of this. Kristen, can I ask you a question?
Here's
Of course.
I don't want you to take this the wrong way. I just feel like this is just my opinion, and I'm sure some others feel the same. Is that you have such a big Halloween, and everybody adores you. Don't you feel like you have some sort of responsibility for some of this?
So, if you didn't hear that, I think that was Blueberry, and she was saying, I can't tell. Let me 2904. She says, because everybody adores me, don't I have some?
But you have such a big Halloween, and everybody adores you. Don't you feel like you have some sort of responsibility for some of this? Some of the misinformation that's going around. And it's just a question.
Do I have some responsibility? That's all I
For
heard.
misinformation.
Some of the misinformation that's going around. Because my feeling is when you say in my opinion or allegedly, people are running with that, don't you think? Because Pink said this. You know what I mean?
Let me see.
Let me.
No, that's an absolute.
This was the end of September.
Question.
Spreading misinformation. I'm saying that's how it can get spread. Like people, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
People calm down for a second. She's asking respectfully, and
No, that's
Pink's not
Blueberry.
even sounding offended by it. Like she's directly asking her. Just
can I ask you? Are you mostly talking about my last live or all along?
Well, mostly the last live, but the thing.
So what they're talking about my last live was, and I think I explain it here. All along, it's no secret I had a source, and I was here was the routine. I had a source that was telling me things as they occurred. And also, Gabby was blabbing things to people directly, and they would send me immediately. So all through anything I would say or report on, I was very confident it was had no receipts from my source. It was all verbally read to me. The day of the hearing, when everything got locked down in terms of getting information publicly or privately, everybody was looking to me for an update of what happened at that hearing. The reality is that my source had told me, read what the summary was. But Gabby wasn't speaking. There was nobody, for the first time ever, there's nobody else getting the information. And I was just reluctant to speak definitively as fact. So that's when I really started saying this is my opinion.
I guess the thing that bothers me is just you're so set and like the child's not there, but we don't know that, right? We don't know that for a fact.
This is where.
And if you do, you do. But I'm just the majority we don't. And I don't think that's any of our business if he is.
I guess.
Waffles doing cartwheels.
I don't know.
I get it. It is a totally fair question. It is a totally fair question. And
no, I'm positive the source
that
was not connected to Gabby at all.
I've never felt so much pressure to give people information while the 24 hours before that live that I held, I really.
Guys, I'm not saying that hurt.
I'm gonna say that again.
how people are saying stuff. I'm just saying, I'm not coming at you. It was an honest.
Oh, Jen,
That's
right, you are.
I'm not reading the comments, so absolutely not. I welcome. I am very open to constructive criticism.
The source just didn't have access anymore.
I'm trying to explain this, I guess, the best way I can. I have obviously I have a source or two.
You know, somebody completely.
I have a source that I want to say 2 days, 48 hours, 24 hours before the last live that I held. I really started to be concerned, I guess, in how people were getting information. I trusted them, but let's face it, might not have been illegal, but maybe, you know, access wasn't used properly. So I was really struggling with that. I tried to present it in a way sort of to protect sources and what they may or may not have done. And I truly don't believe that I gave any information. And I know I'm just talking in circles right now, and it's probably not
She's in labor.
Probably not acceptable to your question, but your question is so fair. It is absolutely fair. And, you know, and just to the point that...
So the other point I want to make is this was really the last communication I had with Central Perk or any, you know, of her group before she started her interrogation about the fundraising I did. So I walked away from this feeling
a
like,
lot of people just go,
you know, they're truth seekers. They're truth seekers. That's how I walked away.
I feel like I have credibility, and
see, this is really the problem.
It weighed on my mind that people wanted information. I have credibility. Jesus, like what is the goal here? Like what am I doing? I don't know. I just, it's such a fair question.
We ask for people to show proof. We ask for people to come with their receipts. And we're constantly being told that big banks over here in the chat is saying that you can't provide proof right now. But we expect proof from everybody else except for, well, I understand that you're not allowed to show proof right now, or it's not available to show because we're still working on something on the back end. Why is it so important that you can't do this, but it's important for others to have to do it?
Yeah, you nailed it right there. You absolutely nailed it right there. Is that I shouldn't be speaking without providing you proof. Like, I think you just summarized
So what I did after this is I did not bring from this point forward, my streams of watching Gabby was looking at Gabby's behavior and words and what she told us. And I really started using the word opinion. I was not delivering any information the way I previously had.
Yeah,
so
you just
I'm
summarized
saying
it right there, and you're absolutely right.
So it's difficult.
I understand why you're not because you're vetting it still, or whatever the case may be. I understand that and I respect that. But and on the other hand, maybe not talk about it either. You know what I mean?
Our story.
Yes, you are spot on. So if anybody's disagreeing with you in the comments, they're right.
That
They're
is true. At the
right.
end, I did send that text.
Right. You're absolutely right.
A lot of people are running with different things. They're saying, "Oh, I heard it here and I heard it there," and they're just taking it, and it's literally turned into that game of telephone where one thing is said and it's twisted You know, like it's a dog and now it's a freaking elephant.
You're right.
To the $1,000 from Artsy. Who even started that rumor?
I don't even know. I don't even care.
Right. Things get said and then ran with. And then you have lives held about them and people speaking on them as if it's fact.
You're right.
And that ruins people. Like that's not, I don't know.
And I understand that
Is
Pink
that
has
Shay?
credibility
That
and she's
Shay?
never lied about anything. But there are other small creators on this app whom have also not lied, but they're not believed.
She's talking about herself.
Is it because of the amount of followers that Pink has that everybody's just like, yep, she doesn't have to show proof, but this is the hypocrisy that we're all talking about. It only applies to certain people. Well, who are those certain people and why not others?
You guys are nailing it, because I wasn't even thinking that when I was talking
Not
about
Shay.
hypocrisy.
Not Shay.
It's
Shay's marked
me
safe.
being the hypocrite.
I'm sorry.
But I hear
I don't know what they want
you.
from me.
And it was really, like I said, I felt pressure, but that's my own fault for trying to deliver what I knew to be were facts, but offering up no proof all along. And certainly,
They wanted me to go away.
It was time to say, I don't want to talk about this anymore. I do think, things are locked down for a reason. And I don't know if that's because, there was actual leaks and,
So there's 12 more minutes of this.
Legal or the family's, legal advisors took measures, or if it's other reasons or not. But maybe subconsciously, I knew that I was being a hypocrite for not being able to actually show proof, but I didn't realize that until you all pointed it out to me right now. But nevertheless, I did say, I'm going over, we're going to do some cat content, and I'll just. At
this point, Gabby was on a break.
I'm interested in following, but I got to step out of that role of.
And I'm sure it's a lot. I mean, it's a lot for you to have people in with all the stuff that you're being thrown at you. I'm sure you're being thrown with all stuff. And guys, we're not saying that she's dishonest or anything or spreading misinformation. That's not what was said.
Yeah, and honestly, I was using the words allegedly just to, as a CYA for myself, my source, and that was the only way. That was the only way I knew to share information without, throwing a source under the bus. But you all are 100% right in calling me out. You are. You really are.
That's I do want to
Alex,
make sure
I know
people,
you hold that
especially in
against
the
me.
chat,
I know
it wasn't
you
about
do.
calling out Pink. It's about the whole shebang. We all watched those hours and hours last night of an absolute shit show of this person needs to show this proof to prove their innocence and prove they're not lying, but they're also still liars.
I thought maybe did Kiki not want the box?
Good.
This whole forcing people to show things,
back up
not
here.
others, but we're believing some people without proof, but not others. It's all a mess and it's all unnecessary.
Yeah, last night, and I put in a comment. I mean, I was in and out, but I put in a comment.
You want to summarize last night for everybody? Because I think we're all
Me?
Yeah, sure.
No,
Anybody understand it? I don't.
No, I put it, and I
The
like
live
Tiffany, and
the live they are talking about, I think, started with trying to, I don't know, call Bethany out, even though I call her Brittany, and I still do that. I don't know why I do that. I think I do that here in a second. But then Savannah got really, it was like a 3-hour long, it was a shit show. And I'm like a naive person just trying to
Brittany, I
get
mean,
Swifty and Tiffany. I like all of the people involved in this, but I wasn't really, I heard about the 1,000, but I was trying last night to figure out what like this was more about the people and their roles and what they said and did. But I put in the comments a couple times. I mean, I understand trying to get to the bottom of where did it surface, but when I heard Gabby told Megs to, like, why are we debating this? Like, that is exactly the type of thing that Gabby might put out in the universe just to piss people off. Like,
no
more group chats.
For me, it became, regardless even where it began, the whole problem was that everyone that repeated it were spreading information without facts. Like, zero proof. Like, everybody has to accept whatever part they played, regardless to who lied to them about it, because if we were running on facts of things and having receipts, the rumor just came to a stop. Like, as soon as it ended up in a DM or wherever it started.
Yeah. The only thing, and maybe I missed it, and I didn't even get a chance to message Tiffany, but the one part that I had tuned into where she was looking for a screenshot, I think I asked in the comments, but she didn't see it, is does somebody have a screenshot of an actual cash transaction? Is that what she was shown or Meg showed? Like that was my only question. Is that what we were looking for?
Yeah, that's what she was looking for.
I've never seen it, and I feel like something like that would have been blasted everywhere on TikTok.
Yeah.
If there had been a screenshot of a transaction.
Yeah. She's still looking for it. I mean, I'm being snarky right now.
That's okay. I mean, I respect, thanks for being just like blatantly straight with me and I'm really not saying that in a sarcastic way. Like, I was feeling that all along. And I still feel I guess I felt very strongly in trying to answer that question of, is he home or not? Like,
I think that's kind of the problem of the community is they do demand that from everyone. Like,
hello, being like gracious and honest. Like, I was nervous to ask you that.
I'm sure your DMs have been like insanity this whole time you've been streaming and stuff, and I think that's the thing is people do have so much respect for you because of the way you've held yourself throughout of it.
I'll post this. I'll post this.
I don't think she did, guys. I'm not saying she did anything wrong. I'm like, for God's sake.
We're having an adult conversation, and I feel as though it's going very well. We're not saying that we don't like pink. We're not saying we're showing pink one thing. If other people want to come up in the box, we'll be happy to just have a nice conversation with them as well.
And if anybody is going to message me about how I've been treated, I'm going to message you right back and say you're full of BS. Like this here is raw and real conversation. Unlike Gabby's book, all right, I had to get a little dig into Gabby. Forgive me. Truthful and I genuinely felt. I mean, I think I still really felt like this was a really good conversation. There's different levels of hypocrisy. Like, I don't think this is important. There's not one situation that is, or one word or one accusation or one, criticism that is equal to others necessarily, but the proof, the receipts, that definitely is something that this community should be focused on. And I do listen. Megs with the plural. I spoke to her on the phone for 3 hours and messages, and I mean, so much of it was just like a mind fuck. I felt like she was, and I really don't know what extent she
like what
Right.
she
Let's just say-
provided, villain and feisty and all of that. I don't know, but my takeaway was that she was still carrying a message, what Gabby wanted people to hear. And I think last night that was another thing that traced back, like Gabby was the source that was putting things out that, she wanted people to know. And I think it's continued that way too, except for the first time, I think Gabby,
the reborn.
Like she just can't pretend that everything is absolutely fine at this point. So I think she's voluntarily choosing things to drift out there. But we're at the point where.
So wait, when she came back, right, she was pregnant.
There are no receipts. There are no more sources.
Meg's, not this Meg.
We just can't.
Twins.
Run with anything. Like we just can't. We can't. And I don't mean people can't debate and wonder and speculate, but if somebody's going to come on here, like me in my position, when I really am very much humbled by the people that just like really aren't, there's so many people just not even, it didn't start in this Drama Twins community that just have engaged in all the debate and lives and discussion. But yeah, it's at the point where I don't have any business.
This was the end of September.
I don't have a source anymore, and I have no business even saying allegedly in what I believe. But I think I'm heading into farm country, and I think I lose my service here. But I very much appreciate all of you.
Again, I'm sort of.
I owe you some gratitude and thanks for like really clarifying in my mind what
she really is.
What the discontent I was feeling. So
thank you so much for coming up.
No, I respect all of you. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, thank you for coming in. Like that's a conversation, and like I know people were mad, like, but that was a conversation. Like nobody was trying to like throw shit at the other. Like
right, we didn't have to
really just an adult conversation. Nobody got called herpes. Like, calm down.
Right.
Sorry, like that was just an adult conversation. Like that's the way discussions and like things should be happening, and that's not what's happening anywhere. We're literally the screaming is constant everywhere, and it doesn't get anywhere. And when it all comes back to opinions and whatever, like it's not. I don't know why people get mad about a conversation, but not about somebody being called herpes. I don't know.
And
like, I still can't get past.
I don't know what that's about.
I don't know why.
I don't know what herpes is about.
If we're adults, we're adults. We should be able to use our words. The hypocrisy.
Yeah.
Right, and that it goes back to if we go back to the $1,000, okay? Since that rumor came out, you look at the lives since then, and the amount of people who've talked bad about Artsy, the amount of people who've called her names, the amount of people who've mentioned it in their lives and been nasty, and it was over what? A rumor.
Okay. All right.
Fired her too.
So I will. I think can you post 45? It's 45 minutes. If I can post it on this TikTok channel, I will. I can break it up into 2 parts, or I can put it on my YouTube as well, which is in my bio. It was the end of September, and so looking back, I'm going to change. So we're going to open up some boxes just for discussion on that. I mean, I feel the same way that I feel the same way that I spoke then. I don't. Why am I not seeing the box thing?
Hey, Pink.
Yes.
Can we have one rule when we open
Yeah.
up boxes?
Yeah.
Isn't it the bottom box goes first, right? I mean, but I'll probably be the bottom box. Just let's take our turns.
You want order. You want order.
I want order. I just the last time there was somebody oh bless, I can't remember who, they waited forever, bless her heart, and
What?
people just kept going over. So yeah.
Why don't Boots? Why don't? Do you have an opinion you want to share before we get into it?
No, my opinion.
No.
um,
Okay. All right.
no interrupting. That's my opinion.
All right. And
Yeah.
again,
No
I
trauma.
don't.
Okay. Oh, well, we're going. Yeah. No trauma dump. Let's have rules. That's what we need. Rules. No
Mhm.
trauma dumping. No interruptions. Let's try to keep um, maybe 2 minutes tops. Unless it's really good, then I'll give you guys a more. No, we're not going to do time. All right. That sounds good.
Oh, absolutely. Central Perk can come over. I rescinded my comment that they're not welcome. Um, I do. So let me share my thoughts very quick. When I say that there's rarely two actions. There's levels of hypocrisy. There is levels of being untruthful. Um, you can't across the board say it's a double standard everywhere. You really can't. I very much dislike, I can take all the criticism in the world for the text that I sent Zenny and what I was asking her to do. But taking it further and further about stalking a child, turning it into something really dark or malicious. I do see now that, yeah, some of us are just honest enough to say those things. Doesn't mean that we're going to do it. And nothing, it didn't, Zenny ignored me and I never followed up. So if people do want to genuinely harp on that day after day after day after day, that I had a thought in my mind, but nothing panned out. I mean, I think Kaylee said last night, I was listening to her, like, because you think of murder in your mind doesn't mean it's okay. Like, the immaturity and calling everybody dumb is just, it's just laughable. It's laughable. But anyway, I really just, when that does happen and talking about it, when I acknowledged, I said, I'm not going to be reaching out to anybody. I am not going to try to prove. I'm just going to sit back and watch Gabby take care of her own self and discuss and debate on our show, our watch party. But if somebody wants to keep harping on it, then their goal is to cause some kind of damage to my reputation, my file. I don't know. I really don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it was last night, yesterday. I work really hard to not be aggressively influential. I realize I have a large audience here. I realize it's our watch party. I try to be very articulate that you can like who you want. I really like the way that Melissa Sue presented it. Like, you can like who you want, but don't bash me and then, elsewhere and be super supportive. I mean, you can criticize my actions. But overall, as a person, I don't go for that. So I really thought this was a good discussion. Looking back now, I can read between the lines and see, of course, looking back now, knowing this was the end of September and Central Perk was indeed doing some shit behind the scenes, does make it more egregious. So anyway, I want to invite some people to just share their thoughts, some brief comments about maybe if something stood out to you. Please stay away from Swifty and that whole situation. That's another live. And maybe we can sort through that, because if I can help resolve any any issues between people, I'd love to do that. I am very interested in opinions about the dynamic of Meg's friendship with the lawyer.
And there are a few things that there's a little learning curve for first time mamas, just like there are.
I'm very just I just don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. That's really problematic. In my opinion, is she friends with Gabby? Meaning Meg. I don't know. No. I don't think that Meg is friends with Gabby. I think when we saw comments about trying to prove that Gabby wasn't lying, I really think that there was just an ulterior motive in that she was speaking something that she thought was truthful and was offended when people didn't believe her, maybe believed me if we were talking on the same thing. It's Meg. Central Perk is Meg. Meg's is Janessa, who was Gabby's mod and editor. It could be. I really don't. I don't know what the dynamic of their friendship is or was. But anyway. Okay. Boots, are you where are we going from the bottom?
They're not. Okay. So when you are in the big box and we have the ones down the side, they stay in order. They're just throwing them. I don't know how come, but we got one in the very bottom box and it's just throwing everybody anywhere. But I think the first one up is Alexandra, I believe. I hope.
Hey, Alexandra. Do you know you're in a box? And do you have something to say? Okay. Jay Miller, do you know you're in a box and do you have something to say? Let me make sure that.
We don't have everybody. No.
No, I just want to make sure that they can unmute themselves. Mm-hmm. Because sometimes when I muted somebody and then you have to invite them. Jay Miller, can you hear me? And do you have anything to say? Ugh. Pissy Peterson. It says I can invite people to turn their mic on in 47 seconds. What does that mean? Jules, can you speak? Robbie,
Robin,
can you?
I hear her, but I don't think she knows she's in a box.
I think that
Robbie, do you know you're in a box, honey? I think she fell asleep. Yep, she's asleep. Hey, we've all been there and done that.
is Jules asleep?
Everybody's sleeping. Oh, you can invite her to turn her mic on in 7
I
seconds.
did. Change the grid so it keeps. Wait. She couldn't unmute, so it keeps shrinking when people leave the box.
All right. If you want a box, put box in the chat, and hopefully we see it.
Yeah, we can do
Chat
that.
is really fast.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes. Yes, we can.
I just came up, but I'll say real quick, Pink, that I enjoy your lives. And anybody that has sat with you for any amount of time knew what you meant when you sent that text. We know you don't want no films of no children or nothing like that. So I'm sorry all that's going on about you.
Thank you.
And I can't just say anything about the other live because I had just joined when you ended. So I don't even know what that was about. But I did want to tell you that.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Hello, everybody. Bye.
Bye. Hey, Shelley. This is exact opposite of everybody interrupting everybody.
This is insane. What is happening tonight?
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay,
Hello.
I can speak. I would love to speak
Yes.
if that's okay.
Please do.
All right. So first, Think Pink, I've been following everything for probably about a year now. And I just want to say thank you to you for everything that you've done, everything that you've put out there for us. And, just because things are put out there, a lot of times, people run with things and everything magically becomes this whole big, different of where it actually came from. And everything that I have followed and I have heard, I don't take things and run with it and think that that's the absolute truth. But sorry, I'm a little bit nervous. So one of the biggest things for me is that there's been a lot of things said by G and that group of that have hurt me really bad. And I do try to get up and say how I'm feeling and stuff like that. But I just want to say thank you to you, Pink. And I just hope that no matter what is put out there, that you stay doing what you do, because it's not right for people to treat people the way that you've been treated. I don't agree with it.
I
And
appreciate that. Thank you.
you're welcome. I'm not going to
sorry
take up
that things have been so hurtful to you personally. That is the one thing that I guess it's the one most egregious thing with Gabby is the ability to offend so many people. I mean, everything is traced back to her. I mean, it just.
Yes.
But thank you for sharing your thoughts. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. You like I said, Pink, just stay being you, because you're amazing and I love you. So don't stop doing what you do. Thank you.
At this point, let's see. Jay
Keep
Miller.
the box. Can you mute? Keep dreaming. Can you mute? I think us mutants the problem.
Can you hear me? Thanks.
I can hear you.
Okay, I figured I might as well just talk because no one else is.
You go for it.
I just came up, first of all, earlier just to help you work on the boxes. I was just going to come up, but I want to say I come up in a box once in a while. I watch as much as I can, and I can also, like the way I work, the way I do, I can feel people's energy, and you are a good part. Like, I love the way people try and twist and make everything. I've watched a lot of friends of mine have narratives put out there that are so insane. It's just really sad because I know there's a lot of people on here that do a lot of good. There's a lot of people on here that get a lot of shit for ridiculous reasons. I have been on this app. I left this app, came back, went to a different place, came back. The stuff I see now, it's horrible. The doxing, the everything. It's just too much. And then to find out like there is somebody that actually was doing it while the people that weren't doing it were getting, it's just all too much. Everyone's just got to be nice to each other. If you don't like someone's energy, go away from them. You can tell how people are when you meet them. You really can. They show
Right.
you who they are.
Right.
I wanted to tell you, thank you for everything you do. Thank you for always listening to me, even when I'm not making sense. I appreciate you.
Okay. Thank you for hopping up. Appreciate it. Dipshit, how are you?
Here I come. I'm doing good.
There you
Thanks for
are.
all the good jujus. My spine thing went good today. No more compression on my spinal cord. So I will be doing Miss what do you call it? Mrs. Simmons morning show soon.
Okay.
I'm coming. Y'all
Okay.
will see 5 o'clock to 7. But it'll be a month out. Anyways, I wanted to come up and say, sitting back and noticing a lot, there is also this thing where people perceive differently, and only because of generation differences. Education backslash experience. What's that? Sorry. What happened?
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. So, and that's the thing, is a lot of the education's backslash experience and what generation you're from can be perceived so differently too. I'm 56, and like, I gathered it as in I understood what level you perceived it as, and you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But a
Yeah.
lot of the one that bit it out wrong, it was uncouth. It just shouldn't even went there. But understanding their thought process and how they perceived it differently is very understandable, you know.
That's such a good point. I really hadn't thought about that.
Like, I was thinking on it this morning, I'm just like, damn, like that's got to be it, because experience, and that's the thing with K and G, and a lot of this is the experience. And I don't mean education and as in dumb. I mean as in you've lived it, experienced it. Your thought process is on a different total level. So I just wanted to bring that up, and I think it was shitty what was done to you. I think it was uncouth, and I just don't fly like that. So just keep being you, Pink.
Thank you.
You're badass, and I love your kitties.
Thank you. Appreciate
Thanks
it.
for all the good jujus. Miss Simmons is coming soon. Love y'all. Bye.
Hey, Liz.
Hi, Pink. How are you?
I'm good.
I just want to let you know that you are the most eloquent, classiest person on TikTok. And the way you deliver things are spot on. And I respect you. I will always support you. This is our story, no matter what anyone. It's our show. It's our story. It's our general hospital. It's our days of our lives. And that's it. And for whatever, backlash you're getting, that's on them. But you just keep doing what you're doing because you have so much support and so much love. And we all respect you so much. And we love Tink and Tate. That's it.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
I appreciate you. And please keep doing what you're doing. We all respect you. We stand beside you. And Nothing anyone can say can change our mind about you. You're wonderful. You and Boots are so entertaining. And if we can get Corey in here, that would be great. But just keep doing you're wonderful. I love you.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you
Take
so
care.
much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Keep dreaming.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Okay, it's me, Jay Miller. Are you waiting? Are you sleeping? I mean,
What
I'm like,
first ones we pulled up?
yeah, I know. I mean, we're looking at the cat. I mean, I'm okay looking at cats, but I do think they don't know they're up here. Hey, it's me.
Talk about a shit show tonight, guys. Right. This is fucking great.
It is the exact
Talk
opposite
about
of talking over
the
people.
pro show here. There's no talking over nobody.
Oh my God.
Pink is going to be a podcaster when she grows up. Aren't you, Pink?
I'm going to try to. Absolutely.
Taking this shit show on the road.
Hey, Joanne.
Hi, Pink. I just want to say we're from the same generation,
Mm-hmm.
and the ones that follow us, my kids are the same age as who we're talking about, who everybody's talking
Yeah.
about.
Mm-hmm.
And
Go ahead. Sorry about that.
that's all right. And I have three amazing kids, very successful, that understand, but there's a big difference in whatever happened between the generations and the way people think and the way people perceive and the way people treat other people and the way they feel that they need to be treated. And like, respect is earned. You don't demand respect. Respect is shared. And the lies and the manipulation and I just find it so crazy because that's not something that our generation dealt with back in that day. Back in that day, I was raising three kids. I worked. I always worked, and when things were tough, I worked a second job. I just so happens I was the breadwinner because I just got a good job, and it wasn't. That's just the way it worked. But it was a shared. There was no. There was no. Neither one of us were stay-at-home single moms, and I was never ever a first-time mom or a helicopter mom. I was all of it without it being a thing. You just did those things. It was not like it was never a flex.
Mm-hmm.
And wanting to. I respect you, Pink. You know what? I could go on and on and on with the difference in the generations, but
You only have 2 minutes, so
I
I
know,
appreciate.
and they all feel like our generation knows nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they've created it all, and like it didn't ever happen before them. But I respect everything that you've done. I wait for the days that you're on here, and I love Tink and Tater too.
That's
Even though
kind of you. I appreciate that.
but I just keep doing what you're doing. Don't. They're kids. Like, really, really, when it comes down to it, they're kids. Because, and I'm not saying this as a whole. I'm just saying this
Some of them, like just some people just don't get it. It just was never that way.
Yep.
It was just never that
I
way.
appreciate you jumping up. Thank you for sharing your
Yep.
thoughts. I do appreciate it.
I'm out of here. Thank
Okay.
you.
Bye. I don't know if JK meant to be up here.
I have to laugh. Somebody said in our chat, these comments don't disappoint. How the fuck do you guys keep up with them? I'm like Miss
Good
90.
girl, Mandy.
Oh my
You
God.
can unmute if you have anything to say. And if you want a box, you got to ask for a box now, because I do think too many people are accidentally getting on boxes. And to be clear, I really appreciate all the compliments. I'm not opening boxes looking for pats on the back or anything like that. I really, really wanted to hear some thoughts about hypocrisy and when it's not fair to call people out. I think there's different levels of hypocrisy. Triplet godparents. Lolo. It's the format. It's easy to request. And especially when you're tapping, I bet, right? Oh, shoot. I hit the wrong one.
Hey, that's okay. I'm sitting here asking people that are requesting a box if they really want one, and I was on mute.
Oh, okay.
Like, why ain't nobody answering me?
Okay. Maybe, is this better than people can tap on my face? Maybe.
Yes. I did. Oh, I did see Dana and Teresa. Do you want now, Debbie? Teresa and Debbie's life. Do you want a box?
I'm going to turn my camera off so you can see the chat better. Not quite sure.
Oh, I
Thank
can
you.
actually read it really good.
I don't even know how to turn the camera off now.
The one that said box, please. I don't see requesting. Oh. God bless it.
Well, that Mad Max, very, very good question. I think, my opinion, Jessica and Scruples sending something, I've referred to that as a prank. I don't believe that it was meant to intimidate. Gabby has has not made any efforts to keep her location or anything private. Anything. This is the girl that delivers her discharge repeatedly to the internet. Not in good taste. I don't think it was meant as an intimidation factor. It was definitely meant as an insult, a prank, a roast. I personally do think that they did it one time and they didn't do it again. I also think that that was before Gabby started really amping up her stalking theory. I'm not excusing it. I think it was I don't even know, poor judgment, but it is definitely not the same. It's definitely not the same as actually driving around and taking pictures, in my opinion. Hey, Stonehenge.
I don't get in boxes, but you know I love you. And the last time I was in a box was to help Danny 2 years ago. I was watching her live and she could not figure out how to put this wolf sticker up. Anyway, it drove me nuts. But what I want to say is, you know, we all read that message from you to Zeniel, and it was respectful. It was just, you know, like me reaching out to someone privately, just giving them a thought. The fact, it just blows my mind that she went with it, sent it to her friend who we all know does not care for you. And then the other day, I think, was it last night, watching all those videos on the maps and the screenshots. I mean, that is not just hypocrisy, it's vile. I can't believe any. I mean, I always said, yes, I would, if I lived in the area, you know, I can't say I wouldn't do a little drive by because, you know, I wouldn't think that's real life really. But anyway, but to stalk like they have been and showing locations like, oh, I see her car here, but it's just complete hypocrisy, and my heart hurt. I think I actually cried too. I despise Gabby. I hate saying that I hate somebody online, but I truly do. She's just hurt me so bad. But has Central Perk even come back and explained any of this yet?
The only thing I've seen is her doubling down and making comments, and no, I really haven't seen much of anything.
But yeah, my heart hurt for you. I would just hate for me. I've reached out to Jessica before and nothing crazy, but I just thought, what if, you know, somebody just decides they absolutely don't like me? And I would hope that no one would just go and do things like that, especially to you. I'm so sorry.
No,
I'm babbling. My 2 minutes are up.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. I want to, I keep trying to do this, and I know the mods are probably quicker than I am. Listen, I have to interject about Zenny. I everybody can think that what they want about Zenny. And even before yesterday, she took a couple solid days of, you know, of being criticized, taking the heat, acknowledging it, wish she wouldn't have done it. There's not much more that she can say, but I do want to clear up one thing yesterday, because I know I clearly could see when she stopped taking responsibility and apologizing and got very defensive, which is completely no. Rob can, well, I don't know if he can come in my box, but I might have a couple things to say to him. But I want to tell you something about the Danny situation, because on the surface, saying she invited Danny to come to the park with Cam people were saying it sounds creepy. I do want to tell you, Zenny did send me last night entire thread from Danny. I think it was May, maybe beginning of June, up until August, when Zenny saw the video of Danny dancing, called her out, said that's not. I don't roll with people like that. Zenny was talking, and I'm not going to share. I told her I'm not going to share messages, but, and again, you can take my word for it or not, but she was communicating with Danny. Danny was venting about Gabby, and like her nephew was suffering. Zenny was encouraging Danny to do things. She said, take him to a park. I'll meet you. Not now, but sometime. That was all going back and forth. And it wasn't until June something, I think, that Zenny actually reached out to Gabby and got in the box. And it didn't happen. She didn't try to lure Cam to a park. It really was done innocently. I will say that. You can think what you want. You could as far as criticizing her for sharing the message, that's your business. I think she's taken enough heat from it, but I don't want to see people try to turn that into some kind of luring a child. It might seem weird to you, but I've saw pages and pages and pages. Um all right, do we want to block Rob? Is he still in here? Because I just saw a couple comments that it's offensive to even have him in here, and I'm cool with
Why
that.
is he even in here, dude? Oh
Okay,
my
I'm gonna tell
God.
you,
Damn.
Kim, Rob, their rage baiting ways are looking for attention, and they don't deserve our attention. Gabby wants a box.
Can I ask a question, Pink? I'm gonna be
Sure.
really respectful.
Yeah.
Okay. When I took Cameron off this app for about a month, never spoke about him, never did anything. My question to all the people, including you, when that was going on, most of you were trying to track him down. And I did my very best as a mom to protect him. Now, when you say to protect your child, how can I? When you guys are trying to locate him, take pictures. It doesn't make sense. I can't protect him and keep him off the internet like I did, and you guys are doing what you're doing. That's my confusion and very, very confused.
I mean, fair question. Obviously, a fair question. You took him off of the internet, and therefore people really couldn't make any comments about your parenting, about your current parenting, all of that. The only way I can explain it, Gabby, is what you have presented, the information that you have presented.
It's not anything about that. It's not about what I've done, what I have done. It is about when I took Cameron off the app, never mentioned about him. I gotta go. Okay, Cam, I'm coming. I gotta go.
Okay. All right.
Oh, she's got to go, but she's staying here on mute.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Gabby, since we know you're listening, this live wasn't really about you and your son. And nobody in the last 2 days has asked, where's Gabby? I wonder what Gabby's doing. We don't give a shit. You're off the app. We're happy. Now better yourself and do something for that son.
I mean, it was like a yes or no question. Does she have full custody of him or not? It was like a yes or no question. If people were trying to track him, they would be trying to view him at school, try to follow people are not, as far as I know, people are not doing that. That's the difference in people being dangerous. And the other thing I think I reject Gabby's argument that we collectively might not be interested in doing anything harmful or dangerous to the child or her, but somebody else might be. That is not I am not trying to influence anybody to do anything. If somebody else is trying to do it, it is because of what she has shared. I'm calling out lies. I'm calling out somebody that I believe tells more lies than truths. And yeah, I think that was very calculated to get in the box. I don't think she really cared about my answer at all. But Robbie, LPN. You should be able to unmute if you want to speak. Okay. Teresa. Oh, God. Crash out Kaylee. All right, we'll do this. Since I won't go to her platform.
Hello.
Hello.
So my question is, if your intentions were to only have this happen one time and Zennial was going to just show you the house with Gabby getting in the car with Cam, but you're saying that you wanted people to trust your word that Cam was home for good or was not, would you have not needed her to show you this exchange of leaving the home multiple times?
Well,
Maybe a city outside.
What I intended to do was find a time only when Gabby said I had to leave to go get Cam. Just that lie. Just a pointing out of a lie, and that would be the presumption of he's not there full time. That was the intention. I mean, please remember, I said, like, I used creative. I really wasn't sure exactly what extent, what I was going to do. I wanted to talk to her about it, only if she agreed. She didn't agree. It ended. So that's it.
I get that, but you
I think somebody accidentally muted you. Go ahead.
No, I think they muted me on purpose. But I think the reality is maybe you got a little too caught up and taking accountability and saying that and then just move on from it. Because if you were going to prove that that child was not there full time, you would have had to see it more than once. I think you knew that Zennial was the more than likely one to do it for you, and that was why you chose her. And I just think that as the leader of all these people, taking accountability that maybe you went a little too far would go a lot further than just denying that. But that's all I've got to say. I know they hate me. Look, see, do not admit anything. But I would have a lot more respect. Not that you care, but it would be a lot more respectful to admit that maybe you just let it go a little too far this time.
But it didn't actually happen. It didn't actually happen.
It didn't happen, but what if she had said yes?
So you want to talk about what ifs? What ifs?
That's what y'all do.
No, I talk about figuring out whether we believe.
You want us to assume that you didn't mean it a certain way, but when we say something, me, Rob, whoever else, y'all have to take it for what those words said right then, but we're supposed to assume what your words said weren't what they actually meant. We're supposed to guess that you weren't really trying to stalk a child.
So I will say to you, your words are not an equal comparison to my words. Your words are calling.
That's in your opinion.
Dumb bitch. Yeah, well, yeah, go over to your people that accept and want to hear that. I'm telling you,
I've been nothing but respectful to you in this call.
You have. I've heard you say that old people like me talk down to young people like you.
Yes. That's what you just did when you just started talking down to me just then.
So
While I've
you
been nothing but respectful and asked a question.
you can't you consider talking down if somebody criticizes you or says something you don't like. You really
That's not true.
you really
It's
have
a
a
tone of
very
voice
thin
that you have.
have a very listen, your tone of voice is more outrageous and screaming and
You're
disrespectful.
talking to me right now like you're my mother and not a co-worker or
You are not my
anything of
equal.
that
You're
nature.
not my equal. Sorry. You have
Well,
a
I
rage
have
bait bullshit, just nasty ass program. I'm talking respectfully to people. There is not
we're talking manipulatively and
okay.
gaslighting. You did
Okay.
something wrong. Take accountability. It's not any different than what anybody else has done. Just because it didn't go through, you wanted it to. You did. You wanted it to happen. You would have stalked that child had she said yes. And you would have came on here and told thousands of people about it.
Okay. That's your opinion.
Am I wrong? So you wouldn't have done it. If she had said yes, she would do it. You wouldn't have done that?
I would have talked through it with her to figure out if like what
Someone who you think doesn't have as high of an IQ as you would have manipulated into stalking a child for you. That's manipulative, Pink.
so anything that I say here on my platform that people agree with, how can you say I'm manipulating them because they agree with me?
You're gaslighting them. You did the exact same thing that these people have done. You just live in a different state. You used other people to do it for you.
So you've said that I gaslight people all the time, that I try to influence, I tell people how to think and how to feel. Other than this one message I
Did
sent.
Aaron try to get custody of Cam? Was that true? Because you said it was true. That is gaslighting. When you try to make people believe something that is not true and you know it's not true.
I had somebody read me the summary of the court.
Mm-hmm. And you had no proof and you read it to thousands of people and tried to make them believe it was true. That's wrong, and you know it deep down inside.
Listen,
whether you want to announce it to your community, you know it is.
It's really rich, you coming over here criticizing me. Like, it really...
You don't like to be criticized. That's why you're trying to cover all this up.
I take constructive criticism.
You won't even admit that what you did was wrong. You have gaslit everyone and said that, well, I accept that y'all don't think it's okay. Instead of just saying, you're right, it was messed up. I shouldn't have even asked.
No, I won't say that. I won't say that.
Well, there's your answer. You won't admit that you did something wrong. What if I wanted to stalk your grandkids? What if I said, hey, Pink, I don't think that your grandkids are with your kids, so I'm going to get somebody to watch their house. Would you be cool with that?
I'm not on here talking about my fucking grandkids every single day.
Well, I'm curious now. I don't think your grandkids are with your kid, and so I'm curious.
Okay. Listen, your little intimidation is not working. Go sit with the like-minded people that you have. Literally almost everything that you project is what you are doing. I'm sorry that you don't have the self-awareness to understand that, but you don't. You don't. Did somebody mute her?
Yeah, of course she did, because they don't want to admit that you support someone who committed domestic violence and said that they would do it again with weapons.
You are really. This is what, stop muting her. Stop muting her.
Is it okay to pull weapons on your spouse?
This is what you do. You take one.
Pink, is it okay to pull weapons on your spouse?
This is what you do. No, I'm not going to answer.
Then why do you support someone who said they would do it again? Do you think men can suffer from domestic violence?
It's very rich. Go sit with Rob and have a conversation about
Can men be victims, Pink? If Rob can make jokes like that, can men be victims? Do you support women who commit domestic violence? Why do you sit with someone who said they would do it again?
She is like, you are so
No, Pink, you just don't want to take responsibility. You're manipulative.
You take a little tiny piece of information and you try to
because
listen,
you hate me. You stand with someone who commits domestic violence.
I'll give you the
You stand with people. You wanted to stalk a child and you stand with people who commit domestic violence, but yet you call out people who make a joke about it.
It's not the equivalent. It's not the same level.
Oh, it's not the same. Pulling weapons on someone and making a joke about it is not the same. You're right. That is very different.
It's not the same.
It's not the same. Are you okay with someone pulling weapons on their spouse because they're mad? That's okay, right? In your book?
Can I give you an example of something, what I'm trying to tell you what you do? Well, you take one piece of information. So you've been talking about HIPAA. By the way, go back and listen. The guest I had
did not work in health. Oh, I did watch you let someone.
Why are you even here,
Kaylee? Why are you break HIPAA? They said that they worked at the facility. That's what HIPAA is. You don't care.
Why are you here?
About
Why are you
anyone breaking
Why are
the
you
law
here?
to
Why are
do
you
these
here?
things as long as it's benefiting you. That's the
Kaylee,
truth. Tiffany,
why are you here? I'm here
Why
because
are you
this is
here,
my friend.
Tiffany?
You're over
Don't-
here purposely
Tiffany, why
trying to
did you
set her
message
off.
somebody today and say that they shouldn't sit with Rob, that's going to destroy their platform? That's
I
what
never
y'all
said
all
that.
do.
Don't sit up here and lie.
Yes,
My
you
inbox
did,
is
Tiffany.
open. Show the receipts
Yes,
because
you
all you do
did.
is fucking lie.
Nope.
That's
Y'all
you.
try to take people's platforms if they don't agree with you. That is what y'all do. That is the truth. If people don't agree with you, you want to destroy them. That is what y'all
That
do.
is not true at all. That is you, sweetheart.
Listen,
You're over
if
here
y'all want to
attacking
stalk little boys, that's y'all's thing. I think that's weird. I think it's creepy to support domestic
you're
violence
weird.
and stalk little
Can I,
boys.
Tiffany, hang on. I want to finish my statement here. Number one, don't interrupt me, Kaylee, because I want you to hear this example.
Okay, well, don't let your friends interrupt.
The person
Show
did
some
not
respect then.
say she worked at a healthcare facility. She said that after Gabby allegedly left the hospital, she came into her place of employment and didn't seem upset. She seemed normal. I asked her, obviously, I made a comment, don't say where you work. I was thinking Duncan. I said, did she leave with a product? She said, no. That was it. You have day in and day out repeated misinformation about that. But here's my example. So you were listening to, I think it was maybe Frozen Pizza. She was explaining HIPAA. Now you're calling everybody dumb bitches because you worked as a nurse and you know HIPAA better than
Worked as a
everyone else.
nurse. I am a nurse. Thank you very much.
So Frozen Pizza was trying to explain the intent of it and, a patient and a doctor, and you started screaming, it's not just a doctor. It's not just a doctor. Then she expanded it. No, you said it was a doctor. That's the kind of
y'all
shit
aren't
that
smart.
You pull in, you
speak
try to
wiser.
take
It's
something
also not just a doctor and a
word.
nurse. That's not the way it works.
You know what? It really, honestly,
I know. I love that it's pointless here. I just wanted to make sure that I got you caught up in your words, and that's exactly what I did. You won't apologize, and what you did was wrong, and you stand by it, and that's fine. You like to stalk little boys. That's a creepy thing. Have a nice night, Pink.
So now I came back. I'm sorry. I came back on to finish the conversation because I would like Darlene and Frozen Pizza and Pink and everybody that was actually going to stalk my 4-year-old child. I want an honest answer. Why are you saying it's true? Why would you say to protect your child when you are involved in trying to find out where he is when I try to protect him? You guys have to understand. The thing is that you guys, even my medical documents, Pink, I don't care if you thought they were forged. You should have had proof before you maybe go to the police, turn it in, and then get the report. And then if it is fraud, then you can address it because it is true facts. When you sit there and say that it's fraud, And I'm gonna be honest, you hurt my feelings when that baby came out of me in that toilet. TMI. That was my child. And then you said that
Gabby, stop.
No, I'm not
You
gonna stop.
did.
I want an answer.
You were too early if it was
It
possible
doesn't
for a
matter.
baby to come out in
This
the
is my
toilet.
life.
Please
It's
do
my
not do that.
miscarriage. You have no right. My question to you is, why are you all saying to protect my son when you are taking pictures of me and you're passing it around on the internet? Okay, for example, if I
say?
hang on. You all say that we want to do child advocacy.
No, that's not me. That's not me saying that.
I will.
That might be feisty. It might be other people. I have repeatedly said, you lie, and it's a challenge to everyone. I don't know what do you mean about going to the police? About your medical documents, or what did you mean? Oh, she's muted. I have not come on here and said I'm a chat. Of course I adopted the Justice for Cam logo, whatever. But
okay, here's my thing, Pink. Okay, here's my thing. Okay, that everybody says, well, Gabby, take accountability, but yet no one has ever said, I'm sorry, Gabby, for stalking your child. What about the pictures? If I get a hold of these pictures that are being sent around when I got off the app and real life people were seriously taking pictures and passing them around the internet when I had no idea, you guys want to say, oh, protect the children. Well, what are you doing? What Gabby. You guys, no, don't Gabby me. You know I'm speaking facts here. This is my child. Leave him alone.
And then you want to call
were they?
CPS.
Then you want to call CPS
Gabby,
and say,
nobody
protect
on
your
this
child.
side is passing pictures of your son around.
Nobody has.
There's messages. Where
Not
are the
from this
okay,
side.
hang
There's
on.
not.
That's from your friend, Gabby.
My
Your friend.
Oh, are you?
Hang on.
Make sure you know what you're talking about, sister, before you even go there.
And sister.
It's not funny.
Gabby,
you guys want to call CPS?
You're hilarious.
Gabby. Okay,
No,
Boots,
this is
stop.
ridiculous.
Boots. Everybody stop. I want to talk to Gabby. Gabby, did you or did you not send a picture of your son napping on a cot with the teacher information on Snapchat to multiple people?
To my best friend.
Your best friends.
As a mom, I was concerned. It wasn't on TikTok. It was to Snapchat. It was a mom to a mom that I've been friends for a long time.
More than one?
Yeah. No, just her.
Did you say you didn't send it to anybody that?
But here's the thing. Even if I send pictures to my friend or on TikTok or on Facebook or on Snapchat, it is not illegal. As a parent, if you have custody, there's not against the law. What's against the law is you take that picture and you explode him everywhere. Pass it around like it's fucking hot potato.
I didn't see that. I didn't see the photo. I'm going on what
I haven't
people
seen the
said.
photo either, but there's a text message saying that somebody, when I was off fucking social media, that somebody took those pictures and passed them around.
Can I speak really quick, Gabby and Pink? Is it okay if I speak?
This is ridiculous.
No. Please don't. Can you please stop for a second?
No, because no one fucking gets it.
No, Gabby. Oh my God! Like you want.
You can't.
She's still listening, honey. She's still listening.
But my thing is she wants to accuse Tiffany and I of doing shit. But the problem is Tiffany and I are not doing a damn thing. It's all been put out there that it's Meg that's been stalking her. People are running around because they know that it'll get a rise out of her if they say Darlene's driving by your house right now. And what does it do? She gets a rise out of it, and I'm not even there. Hell, I was in Connecticut and she blamed me over 1,000 miles away. Like, when is she going to realize that people are baiting her with this shit, and she should be going after the people that are truly stalking her, as in Meg? The proof is out there. Meg's driven by her house many a times and put it in that Discord.
Who she knows personally. It's just crazy. Sorry, I got up, Pink, because I didn't know what was going on, but I just heard Kaylee talking down to you, so that's why I got up here. I was just trying to get her to get the fuck out of here. Sorry.
I know you got up there and got spicy.
Sorry.
And I
about
just
that.
came up because the first thing out of Gabby's mouth was Tiffany and me. And I was like, well, wait a minute. Let me come in and defend myself. Like, cause I'm not doing anything. I didn't pass the picture. I have no pictures of Cam, 0 pictures of Cameron on my phone anywhere. That's
Yeah,
not
I
my
don't either.
child. That's not, no. And for her to accuse us, because that's what she was saying. Well, who's the somebody, Gabby? And who is your source? Because I guarantee your source is not credible. Someone is just running around like they always do and saying that this person, that person, and this person is doing something, and they never have any solid proof, and Gabby runs with it.
You remember whenever Gabby put him behind a paywall?
Say that
Yeah.
again.
Remember whenever Gabby put him behind a paywall?
I don't know anything about that.
Gabby is the victim of every person in every situation, and she can't get out of that narrative. And to say that I send that to my best friends, to say Cameron got hurt. Wait, let me talk to some mamas. Like, I, it's, it is so ludicrous. I can see it just a mile away. Gabby and Kaylee are very immature. They can't even speak intelligently or defend their position intelligently. They focus on one piece of
Mhm.
the of any story, of any message, because they know that that's the worst sounding, and they try to I'm sorry, you can't make people be able to do critical thinking. Maybe it's their age, maybe it's not. I don't know. It's all deflection. It is all why I mean, obviously I understand Gabby's reason. I mean, I'm doing something she doesn't like. I'm exposing and we're watching. Yeah, I'd be annoyed, too. I get that Kelly has nothing. She has nothing.
Mm-mm.
Everything that she accuses me of is what she is doing.
She twists the
And
narrative like
oh
crazy.
yeah.
And it's so annoying to listen to because she will keep deflecting right back to that one point she's trying to make and trying to prove.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
exhausting to
And
listen
then and
to.
then and then keep saying it over when you're trying to speak. She just repeat it. Did you or did you not? Like it's
Hmm.
so manipulative.
She tries so hard to talk down to people that she's trying to interrogate to come off as I don't even know how intimidating or something. But
And
oh god, I
there
couldn't
I do
listen
want
to
to
it.
say this. There are certain things in life where you cross a line and there's no return, there's no excuse. Um, I think that, and people will judge. People will judge if you allow P3DO in your life and you excuse the behavior. People are judging Rob for what he said last night. It was probably the most offensive thing that I have ever heard anybody say about domestic violence. He deserves to be canceled. The fact that Kaylee gets up in here and tries to turn him into a victim is ridiculous. Is
Yeah.
just
And then said I messaged somebody. No, I posted a video, first of
yeah.
all, Kaylee. I did not message anybody. So stop lying. God.
Yeah. And if Gabby would have listened to me, the baby in the toilet, I'm sorry. You did your little miscarriage with your phone focused on your face. You paused, you went in the bathroom, and then you put up a screenshot. So
Yep.
why didn't you focus at why didn't you turn the phone around? Every single thing that I'm criticizing about her, I can pick apart and tell her why. It is not credible or believable. Within those medical records, I've criticized me for analyzing. I am just pointing out where I think she lies. That has been my mission. Okay.
And my whole thing with her too, really quick, and then I'm gonna jump down, is she shows us everything, right? Every medical, her my charts, her discharge, Aaron's you know what, on her finger, all these things, right? But if Cameron truly was brought back home, why hasn't she showed anything that proves that? Why is she so scared to show something like that? She doesn't need to show the details, but if that's the case, if you're trying to make everyone believe and this, that, and the other, why don't you show that one piece of paper?
Well,
You show
according to
everything else in your life.
according to Central Perk and her message to Mike, it would be illegal for her to show that. But
Okay. And I don't know. I don't know. It's just
but that's what I had. That was in response to me saying, "Why are
yeah.
you not showing the judge? You could show something. Like you could
Yeah.
show something."
That's just my whole thing. But I just hopped up here because apparently she wanted to accuse Tiffany and I of truly stalking her when she has absolutely zero proof because neither one of us are doing anything. And I just wanted to try and clear that up because I have a feeling that her and Meg are on the back end still talking, because why would you not press charges on somebody that is actively stalking you and your child? That is somebody that's legitimately stalking a 4-year-old little boy.
Yeah, I am extremely curious why Gabby has not even talked about that at all.
Hasn't even mentioned it, and we know she's aware because she watches all of our videos.
Oh,
We know she knows.
She acknowledged. Somebody said somebody did tell her the other day Central Perk was actually she was like, Meg, Karen's friend. Yeah. Well, I
She's
shouldn't say
aware.
that. Let me correct that. She was aware that Meg exposed my text. So I don't know. But yes, I'm fully believe that she saw Swifties live, or at least
Had to
some
have.
of it. She does
Yeah, or
know.
somebody told her about it. Alrighty. Well, thank you, Pink.
Thanks,
I
Darlene.
still stand with you always, and I will be
Likewise.
back in the chat.
Likewise. Scapegoat, you've been waiting. Thanks, Darlene.
Yeah, I've got a couple things. First, I wanted to say, Kaylee's up here talking about this DV shit as she's defending someone who mocked DV. Gabby literally got on a live stream, laughing about what she did to Aaron, and as she's defending him or defending Gabby over here, I don't know. I'll never understand her. You know what I mean?
Here's the thing. I would never call her out for supporting DV because she associates with Gabby or even Rob before that state. Like she picks the littlest nexus that she can find to try to sway the narrative. It's just so ridiculous.
And that's all I wanted to say. Is just I think it's very ironic that she hops up here talking about DV this, DV that, as she has ruined her platform to the ground over a woman who's literally committed DV.
Mhm. And
you.
nobody has said that men cannot be victims. I don't know where she got that from.
I don't either.
She was just running with whatever she could think of.
Hey, I see Florida girls in here. Florida girl, do you need a box? Do you need a little extra attention tonight, honey?
If I pause, you guys can still continue talking, right?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta check a message,
I don't
so
know. I
I'll be
think
right
so.
back.
Okay.
Well, hey, Boots, how are you doing? Well,
Hi, how are you? Hey, Robbie, did you want to unmute and talk? Robbie? I don't think Robbie knows she's in a box. You guys want me to sing? What do we do?
Bunch of nothing. I guess we just wait. I just couldn't handle hearing Kaylee, like not even letting her talk or
Oh,
finish,
I
just going
know.
on and on and on. Like, get out of here. God, I'm
Florida
so
girl's
sick of her.
beyond irrelevant. Girl, you can't even get mod status in Gabby's. You're like on
Florida
a
girl.
spread level, dude. Oh my God.
She's probably wanting an update with the phone calls. I don't have an update. Nada.
I always have tons of shit to say, and like now I'm put on the spot and I got nothing to say, guys.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was just about to get down, but I don't want to leave you up here yourself.
Don't you leave me. Don't I will come to Florida so fast. To stalk you though, okay?
Someone said somebody mod her already. I just happened to pop in at the right time.
I see a lot of no's, I see a lot of yeses. Florida girl, we're actually a lot of fucking fun over here. You don't even know. I come to Florida a couple times a year. We could hang out. Seriously. Have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We can't accept we're not mods.
Well,
Sorry.
I am. I don't know without
Oh, you don't
Pinky.
know who and who not. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. Jeep girl. Oh, there you are. I thought I accepted you. You know what? I can't when Pink's not in a box. Ha! Now you guys got one. I'm like, I know I hit accept. And it says, nope, you can't. Yeah, I found that out. Thanks, Alana. Where were you a minute ago? Sonic has now shut it like 22 times since Pink's been on pause.
Jesus.
Box.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you want to give her a box, some in chat said yes, some said no. So you're the boss. I mean, you're our leader. You're our leader, as Kaylee said.
Yeah, she can have a box. Hey, Catherine.
Hey, Florida girl, I just wanted to say I've got a
No,
great
please.
plastic surgeon that can help with that migrating filler in them lips. No, I actually just wanted to speak to Gabby and see what she had to say, and Kaylee too, for that matter, because Kaylee
Yes.
sent me a message.
I didn't know. I took my other phone and I walked away. So
Okay.
the person
Florida girl wanted a box. Yeah, so if you want to give her a box, some in chat said yes, some said no. So
What is happening?
I mean,
No.
Is
Oh,
that just a replay or what? What was that?
I think that was Florida Girls.
recorded us. You're cute. You're
She
so
replayed
cute.
it, I think. I don't know.
That's okay.
I'm not recording you. I had Kaylee on in the background.
Okay.
Oh, so Kaylee's over there playing us. Awesome. Yay.
Okay. I'm sorry, Catherine. Finish. You wanted to talk to Gabby and Kaylee.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Kaylee, since you're listening, didn't you tell and advise Gabby to just advise me to just take Gabby to court instead of actually paying me and her other editor? And
Do you have anything in writing from her, Catherine? Like, even, I mean, I'm not talking formal, like, contract or anything. Do you have messages where you agreed on a price?
Did we lose everybody?
oops, can you hear
No, go
me?
ahead. I don't
You were
know.
muted, honey.
Hello?
Did you
We
hear? Did you
So
hear my
yeah,
question?
I do have in writing that she will pay me, but there's no price that she agreed to in writing technically.
Mm-hmm.
But I have several invoices that I sent her, and after I sent those invoices, she did say that she would be paying me. But ever since Kaylee sent that message in a group chat on Snapchat, she's been very vocal about not having to pay me because blah 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 blah, whatever reason she said.
Kaylee, Catherine did not edit the book. All she did was the cover.
Yeah, I did the cover. I submitted the copyright, which I've since canceled. I published it after the editor who did the manuscript uploaded the manuscript. I did a lot of work as well as the cover, but no, I didn't. And as far as the actual writing, again, we told her not to let us submit that because it was not ready to go. But I really wanted to just talk to them, and I guess I was still in the queue.
Okay. Florida girl. Go ahead.
I don't know. I just came over because somebody wanted me to, so here I am.
Oh.
They were saying you were asking for a box, I think the comments were. So I don't know. That's what I seen personally anyways.
Oh, I asked her if she wanted a box because she wanted the attention, and she don't get mod status anywhere, and she need a little loving. So here she is.
I think it's all weird that you guys like treat mod status as like this is some high school like it's weird. That's very weird. I don't want to be Gabby's. Let me just be clear. I don't want to be Gabby's mod because Gabby's too nice for me. So me and her wouldn't click in that way.
It's no, I think it's just an observation of how Gabby rolls is that if somebody is active in her chat and they support her, like she's quick to get on mod. Whatever. It was just
And they are held to a high standard once they are modded.
I wouldn't say that, but
in her eyes, eyes.
Yeah, you clearly have instructions on it's Gabby's mods have a tough job. That's for sure. But no, I don't think I've ever seen Florida girl beg. I don't even think I've seen her ask. I think we were all just
No, that's
roasting
I'm Florida girl. I will apologize. I'm very sarcastic.
I don't know. Did you ever ask her? I
don't.
mean, I'll be honest. I think
No.
we were just roasting because you were somebody. She obviously, if she follows her patterns, would make a mod. But I don't even remember you asking.
No, I never have.
That's okay. That's okay. Okay. Well, I don't really have any questions for you. We have a fundamental disagreement, and that's okay.
Yeah, I guess the only thing that I want to say about the topic as of tonight is I do agree that I think that anybody, and this is you, anybody watching anybody, in my opinion, is wrong. Like, Gabby should be able to go outside of her house with her child without worrying about if somebody's taking a picture or any of that, to be honest. I think Gabby has good reason to be concerned with people in her town doing these things.
Can I interrupt real quick? The thing is, though, is the person that is legitimately stalking her is someone that she actually knows and knows of and has rode in the vehicle with. And that's what's insane. And that person is trying to paint other people as if they are the ones stalking her when in reality, it's her.
Okay, well, I can tell you one thing that I have seen on my own. Darlene most certainly has gotten in her car at midnight, drove to Gabby's house while being on a live with Feisty, showed Gabby's house with the emergency vehicles there, and then drove off. That did happen. She
The
can say
one
that she.
time when everyone thought she was
I don't care if
overdosing
it
with
was one time.
Cameron,
It
though.
doesn't matter. When
You know why
somebody's doing that, Tiffany, shush. When somebody's
Excuse
doing
me, I
that,
wasn't talking. Do not shush me ever again. And you are shushing Pink, and this is her fucking life. Do not be that disrespectful.
Florida.
why don't you shut up and let Pink handle herself? I'm pretty sure she's big enough.
No, I will not shut
Hey,
up.
we
Be
were having that adult
respectful. I was being
conversation.
respectful to
Stop,
you.
stop,
Do the
I
same
don't care.
respect.
I'm not talking to you. I didn't come up here to talk to you, Tiffany. I don't give a shit about talking to you.
I
I came
wasn't
up here to talk to
talking.
Pink. Shut up.
I wasn't talking, you weirdo.
Stop.
You're the
Shushing.
only one running your mouth to everybody. Nobody came up here to talk to you. They all
I
came up
was
to talk
being
to Pink. Nobody wants to
respectful.
talk
You're
to
being
you.
rude.
Oh, Lord, have
Go put your
mercy.
big nose somewhere else. Shut up.
Okay, let's stop. Let's stop.
Stop.
Let's stop. Florida girl.
Okay, Miss Florida girl. Since you wanted to
don't
bring
get
Darlene,
my
shut up.
No.
Pink's asking you to
No.
shut up.
Excuse me.
No,
She
you
did too show it on
me.
live. Do you want me to pull it up for you?
Yeah,
She most
I would
certainly
like-
did.
I
She
would
took
love
the
for you
camera.
to.
I was on Feisty's live. She most certainly did. She flipped the camera. She showed the emergency vehicles there, the lights, and then she left. Aaron went outside. It most certainly did fucking happen. Don't say it didn't.
Yeah. No, nobody's saying it didn't happen. Do you think that she went there? What's the reason you think she went there?
Because she was on the live with Feisty. They all thought it was funny and she wanted to show her ass. She didn't go there to show Chloe.
Absolutely
No,
not.
No, you did not.
No, hang
Can
on.
I speak?
Excuse
Can I
me.
speak?
No,
And then you
no,
can
because
speak?
you're speaking on my character and absolutely not. You
Well,
don't
let
have
me.
one clue.
Pink just asked me why I thought it. Let me
Darlene,
explain why I thought
Darlene,
it.
let me ask her the questions. Just please let me just be patient for 1 minute. So you think she just went there to show her face because she thought it was funny?
At the time, I was in Feisty's live watching it.
Okay.
She said they didn't know whether or not, and I have it on recording, so we can pull it up. They didn't know whether or not the police were, or the ambulance was really getting called. So she said, I'll find out. She got in her car, stayed on live, but put her phone down when she got there. She flipped the camera. She showed the vehicles and she left. That's what happened. Now she's using the excuse of Chloe. That's bullshit. Because if you were worried about a child, then you'd call up and you'd say, hey, you're at the, you wouldn't wait 20 minutes to get there. Because if she overdosed a child, then the child could be dead in 20 minutes. That's bullshit. It takes 5 seconds to pick up a phone and say, hey, you're going to this address. This is what happened with the kid. It takes less time to do that than to get in your car and run there at fucking midnight.
Oh, you
So
think
bullshit.
You think calling 911 and trying to get a message to people on site is quicker?
Absolutely.
And you absolutely stand firm that Darlene didn't care about Chloe.
I don't know what she in her head thought, but she didn't get out and talk to anybody. So she went 20 minutes there, 20 minutes home, and still didn't tell anybody about Chloe.
20 minutes?
Because she didn't talk to anybody.
How do you know that?
You said it took, on that live, you said it took you 20 minutes to get there.
Yeah.
That's what you said.
And
I'm 20 minutes away. That's exactly what you said on the live.
Have you heard her account of her conversation with the paramedics and then what Aaron came out and said to her?
She said she didn't speak to the paramedics because Aaron went outside. So she said she never spoke to the paramedics that night.
She did
it's
not
on
say
video. That. Okay, well, she did that night because it's on video. Because Feisty said to her, why didn't you tell somebody about Chloe? Then she said, because Aaron was outside. I've got the video. And then all of a sudden she went because she was worried about Chloe. That is exactly what happened.
That is not.
That is what happened that night in Feisty's live. That is I don't know what she said since then, but that's what happened that night.
She said that she ended she turned the phone off, and that's when she approached to just give them a heads up of what she observed with the medication.
And Aaron was there, so she never spoke to anyone. That's exactly what she said.
Absolutely not.
That is
pull the clip.
Absolutely not.
Do you want me to do you want me to find the clip and play it for you? Because you absolutely said. Feisty said, why didn't you tell?
Go ahead.
Because I don't even like Feisty.
Find the clip.
I will, because I'm going to tell you right now.
Instead of arguing,
I don't
just
even
show
like
it.
Feisty, but Feisty said to you, why didn't you tell them about Chloe? And you said, because Aaron was already outside with the paramedics, so I didn't go
just
over.
Show the video.
It's exactly what you said.
No, it's not. But find that clip. Find that
Tiffany,
clip.
shut up. It's not even about you.
Shut
Believe
up.
it or not,
Stop being fucking disrespectful before I drive to your house and beat your fucking
Why don't you
ass.
drive to my house, bitch, and beat my ass? Go ahead. Do it. Do it, cunt. Do it.
No.
Come on, cunt.
Nope,
Come
done.
on over.
Done.
No. No. Sorry, guys. No.
Nope.
No. But hey, find that clip and come back, and we'll.
Yeah, find that clip.
I'd love for her to find her clip.
Darlene, tell us what happened.
Tiff, I'm sorry I had to, honey.
Go ahead, Boots. Sorry.
I was just saying, sorry I had to drop you girls.
Yeah.
It's too much. Sorry.
So that night, yes, I was in Feisty's live. I was sitting in her box just like I am right now. We were watching Gabby. The whole overdose thing happened, and I was concerned. We did not know, just like Florida Girl said, we don't know because Gabby does these skits all the time if the ambulance was really called. So why would I call 911 and them say, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to go over there. Because you already know how it's going to be on 911. They're not going to tell me anything. It's a medical call. So I went over there. Not 20 minutes. If she would actually talk to Gabby, Gabby admitted that I only live 9 minutes from her,
Mhm.
drove over there. I did show, I will take accountability. I did turn the camera on and all I showed was the ambulance there. And then I turned my camera right back off. I turned around. As I turned around my vehicle, the EMTs or paramedics were coming out with the stretcher and I rolled down my window and I had explained to them that there was a small girl in there that we were all concerned about, that we watched on a live stream, and that she had been given medicine and we don't know if it was the correct dose. At the same breath, Aaron came out of the house yelling, and then that's when I told them, just please check the little girl, and I drove away because I was not going to start any confrontation with Aaron, Gabby. That was not my concern. I didn't even get out of my vehicle. I rolled my window down and then I went home.
That's exactly what I remember.
So yep. And that is exactly what happened. That was the only time that I have ever driven over to Gabby's house, like as far as her road, because I can't even say her house because I never even pulled in her driveway or her yard, nothing. And that is that. I am not the one, Tiffany is not the one that is actively stalking this girl. And I'm so tired of Florida girl, Gabby, Kaylee trying to insinuate that we are the ones doing it when we're not. Hell, like I even said before, I was all the way in Connecticut and Gabby was accusing me of driving by.
So,
So
exactly. I mean, I will say too, aside from this whole major component of her identity and content is DCFS involvement with her child. Anybody that comes on social media and has garnered this much attention, good or bad, is the equivalent of an infamous celebrity. And people are going to want to see, if they can see you in public and take your picture, they're going to do that. And the fact that Gabby should, at her home's a different story.
Yep.
I had a specific reason for her home. I wouldn't be, but the fact that she expects to live her life in privacy when she has brought all her business to the internet, and it's controversial, and it is it makes people feel all kind of ways. It doesn't mean that people are stalking her or threatening her, but people are like TMZ and they want to see pictures of Gabby in the wild. It
Oh,
is
of
what it is.
course.
It is
But,
what it
and
is.
for me, and you can ask Tiffany, you can ask Frozen Pizza, a lot of the ones that I talk to on a daily basis, they will tell you that when I go to the places, like there's only one super Walmart in Cape Coral. We have the neighborhood, but when you've got to go to the super Walmart, for things that are not groceries, you got to go to that one. I try and be on the phone with somebody. And it's not because I'm scared of her, but we know how Gabby can be. If she were to run into, I'm just going to use me as an example because I can't speak for anyone else, but let's say she ran into me at Walmart. Do you know that she probably would come right on live, just like the Duncan thing when I wasn't even there? But if she really did see me, she's going to say, oh my gosh, I saw Darlene in Walmart today and she was yelling at me and this, that. And she would make up this whole big story. And what do I have for proof other than my word? Unless I was on a video call or a phone call with friends and they can be my witnesses. That's the sad reality of all this, because that's what Gabby does. She doesn't go after the people that are actively stalking her, and there's solid proof out there of them actively stalking her. She doesn't do that. She goes against people that she thinks that she can get a rise out of, and a rise out of the community as well. Because she knows that, just like when I was in Connecticut, how many people flooded to her chat being like, Darlene's not even there. Darlene's 1,000 miles away. And then she got a little smirk on her face and said, well, maybe she drove by here that morning. Like, she just wants to create these scenarios in her head to fit her delusions instead of actually looking at the concrete facts and evidence of who's stalking her. So I'm going to drop back down. Thank you again. I'm sorry for being heated. I
No,
just,
that's okay.
it's just when my name gets drug in for this, it's like, really? Why are we doing this
I
still? Like,
I was scared that Tiffany was gonna like jump over you in the box.
I was about to honestly drive to
I
Tiffany's
see
house. She
Tiffany.
is my friend. And I was about to be like, you're not going anywhere, girlfriend. I'm like, we're not doing this. I was going to be her stopping,
Oh
but
my
I know that
God.
I'll text her. I'm sure
She
she's
is
good, but she gets
here.
heated. And I get it
I'm,
because Florida girl is
yeah.
very, you know, she comes in hot, and I know Tiffany don't like to be told to shut up. So
Yeah.
that's going to set her off. So
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, darling.
anyways, hopefully I won't come back up here. Love you guys. Good night.
Yeah. Good night. Hey, Butterfly. I think you were up next.
Hey, Pink, how are you doing tonight?
I'm good.
I just wanted to say a couple of things. First off, this is absolutely insane, and thank you for keeping the standards that you have and not lowering yourself. Um, you know, Gabby's gonna sit here and run her mouth the whole time, but nobody would absolutely know anything. I repeat, no one would know anything if she wouldn't release everything. And to Kaylee, I heard you on one of your lives. Pink didn't build her platform on Gabby. Pink was respected for a long time on this app. So quit with the Pink's trying to build her platform on Gabby. You've had your platform a long time, Pink. You're very respected. We don't need pictures from you. 9 times out of 10, when you say you see something, you know it is fact, people believe you because you have integrity and you've always proven it wrong. Number two, I'm tired, and I'm sorry for being so mad. I just get so, this is so ridiculous. They need to quit blaming this community for everything when you have actual facts that somebody's doing it. Go after them. Stop. They are so wanting to jump on you and make it your fault, and you got to take accountability. You said it was a bad mistake. You shouldn't have said what you did, but you weren't stalking Cameron. You proved it time and time and time again. You're not stalking a child. And I'm just over it, and I'm sorry, but it's just insane. They are getting out of control. They are so hell bent on trying to be you, feisty, find out everybody. It's the wrong people they're going after. And lastly, once again, Gabby, if you wouldn't release everything, nobody would know anything. Period.
Well, I'm glad you had an opportunity to vent.
I'm sorry. I
feel
just get sick of
no,
it.
no. I appreciate your support. I do. Thank you.
Yeah, I've supported you for years. And when I heard Kaylee say that the other night, that you were so desperate to build your platform on Gabby, it was like, are you serious? Do you not know who she is? Pink, you've been around for a long time and you're very respected. So
I think my cats are more
Dimples.
attention hoes than me.
I know, but Tater and Tink's lawyer need to get on it here lately.
No, they're
I
not
don't
even.
know where their lawyer has been, but they need to get on it. So
I know they've flown. All right, thank you so much, Butterfly.
thank
Cheap
you.
Chick.
Y'all have a good one.
Hey, Cheap Chick.
Hey, Pink, can you hear me?
I can.
Hi, good evening, everybody. I just wanted to just kind of break the ice a little bit. I know there's been a lot of tension. I kind of came in late. I was working. But I was just sitting here thinking, when we see things like this happening on the internet, whether it's with Gabby or it's another creator causing mischief, creating the drama, getting things stirred up, everything that happens in the dark will always come to light. It will all be proven one way or the other. It may take a long time. It may get very aggravating in the process, but the walls will eventually come closing down. The proper authorities will be involved. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. The proper people, my goodness, that sorry, that need to be involved are involved. involved and are watching. And I think for all of us to stay strong with each other, to support each other, to be there for each other, and, have these conversations where we can talk about what's going on and know that, that we're not doing these things that they're saying, or Pink isn't doing these things. It all will come out eventually. It all will come out
It will.
eventually. And we just have to stay firm in knowing that one day this will all come imploding down on Kaylee, on Gabby, on all of them who have been an intricate part in this. And the other thing I wanted to say that I've always said is public streets and sidewalks and places are just that. They're public. If somebody wanted to drive up and down my street just for the hell of it, they can because they pay taxes to do so. That doesn't mean that they're stalking me. It's their right to drive up and down the road or walk their dog up and down the sidewalk. She can't go around thinking that people are stalking her because they are driving up and down her street or because she happens to run into somebody at the local Walmart. There's no sense of privacy when you are out in the public. That's it. If she wants to live a very private life, then she should never walk out the sides of her door.
Agree.
End of story. Don't ever leave your home because the moment you step out, you are now in the public. And because you have put so much out on the public, in the public eyes, that's all on you, sister. You did that. You put yourself in that situation. I can walk outside my door. I'm not worried about anybody driving up and down my street because I didn't put anything out there to be worried about. Now, her on the other side, me, I probably wouldn't be walking outside her door, but she has to. She's got to go do things. It is what it is. But don't keep claiming or blaming people and putting accusations on people that they're stalking her son or they're stalking a child or they're. Nope. They are using the public pieces of the town they live in that they pay for, that their taxes pay for. I know she may not understand that concept, but the taxes pay for. You work, you pay the taxes, it pays for those streets and those sidewalks that you can be a part of, or the park, or, whatever. Anyway, that's
Thank
just my
you.
two.
That was a very good motivational speech. I appreciate it. I enjoyed that. Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. Have a good night, everybody.
Yo, we hit 1 mil.
Oh, good. Thank you.
You can
That's
drop
a
me.
lot of clout, guys. It's a lot of
Thank you,
clout.
everyone. Liar, liar. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate that. You're summoning Darlene. What's up?
Can Darlene grab a box?
Okay, tell me what do you want to talk to Darlene about?
Specific questions I have for her.
But you got to give me some idea.
Darlene flip-flops, and I'd like to ask her about it.
Okay, let me talk to Lolo for a second, and if Darlene wants to come back up, I don't know the voice. Okay, Lolo.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Pink, I just want to say that we all support you. Gabby's over there giving labor, having birth right now. So, I mean, we can just go with that. But I want to say this live wasn't even about Gabby, at all. And she inserted herself. It wasn't about Kayli. It wasn't about anything about that. So we kind of got off topic, But what's funny is Gabby will never mention Central Park, ever. And you got to think about that. When she's saying local, shit never comes out of her mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Kaylee calls out you for one text message, but she saw the live and she will not say Meg's name at all.
No. And that's where, because Meg has gone to Central Perk, because Kelly is not about really trying to get to any truth or putting things into perspective. She is about exploiting people for her gain as well.
Correct.
And Whitney, Rob, Central Perk, the people that go over there feel safe because the big bad attitudes of the crash outs will protect them. And that's true to an extent over on YouTube. But don't come back here. You're not going to get back on TikTok and be successful, being the shitty person that you are. So honestly, that's from my perspective. That's why Kaylee or Gabby won't say anything about Central Park.
Right. And then let's not forget that she screams about supporting PPP 10 years ago that something happened, but Gabby has a domestic violence charge on her record. And she will never call out Gabby for that.
No, that's what I'm saying. She doesn't, well, I don't even want to say she doesn't have critical thinking, because I don't really know, because she spins a manipulative narrative that she wants people to believe. I really don't know what her thinking skills are behind it, honestly. I don't know what her nursing skills or whatever, but to take a traumatic incident from PPP, even though the law was involved, even though she had consequences and penalties, the words that Kaylee did night after night about her husband and her sister, there was absolutely no intent other than to humiliate and harm. Just
correct.
Disgusting. I think that is the most offensive thing. And she said, Kelly said a lot of shit about me. I will stand up for PPP. Like, that was so offensive. So offensive.
And let me say this before I go. If my husband did some, let me tell you, I don't know what I would do. So that's all I'm going to say.
I don't know either.
Thank you. You can go ahead and drop me, but at least I got a husband.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
I was summoned, I heard. I don't know. I'm so tired.
I just got a few questions, Darlene. So, do
Wait,
you
wait,
remember when
stop.
you
Hold
called?
on, stop. Can I ask who you are?
No. When you called
Yes.
911 on Chloe, the next day you said that you were going to be filing paperwork on Gabby, correct?
And I did.
No.
Thank you.
And then you dropped it because you said you wanted to be in the drama. And if that went through,
No.
that you wouldn't be able to speak on her anymore, correct?
That's not why I said that. But you can tell me who you are. I'm not going to talk to somebody and give somebody answers if they can't say who they are and they're just going to hide behind a fake account. That's a little bit ridiculous.
Myself?
I'm not saying to dox yourself, but that's clearly not a real count.
I'm a troll.
So what's your interest in, are you a local? Are you a Gabby friend?
Hell no. My problem is people who say they're going to do something and then don't do something because they want to be in the drama.
Okay, Miss Ma'am, let me tell you what I did. I have filed multiple police reports on Gabby. Not that this is any of your business. Not that it's any. That's
record.
Excuse me. No, it doesn't matter. I don't need to tell the internet. Just like this whole thing with Gabby is, she tells the internet too much. I don't need to answer to anyone on this app what I do in my life. It's my life. I have filed.
You saying that you didn't fall through with the RO because you didn't
It's
want
none of your business why I did
it. I'll find the clip and I'll post it.
I don't care. It's my business of why and why not I didn't file for an RO. That is a protection order for myself and my family, not you. It has no business to be for anyone to be concerned but myself and my family. That is it. It is not TikTok's business of why I did what I did and why I didn't do what I did. That is a protection order for myself.
That you said you was going to get, and then the next day you didn't get it.
It wasn't the next day, sweetheart. Like, I don't know where you people think that things happen within like a day's time. Like, I can't make the law to do anything that they don't want to do. I threw all the evidence at Cape Coral PD.
Okay. We'll stop with that. How about this? Let me ask one last question.
Wait.
Let me ask one last question. Darlene,
this is a crash out. This is the pattern.
As a mom, how do you sit in a woman's box who titles the live "Fuck you, Cam, love mom"? And
because that's what you're damn right I do, because that's what Gabby says to her son every single day when she neglects and abuses
said that?
him.
I do not support Gabby.
Her
when
actions,
she ever said "fuck you, Cam"?
Her actions. She is the one that told Cam that he was a mistake. Do you not remember that? She was done
about having
with
a whole fucking kid.
Excuse you. You're not going to talk on my friend. I can tell you that right the fuck now. You will not speak on her. That has
See, this
nothing
is
to
the
do with
problem with the
Gabby.
newbies. They
No,
don't
no,
know the
no.
history
The
of people, but they want to
newbies.
defend
Listen to
them.
you. Listen to you, the newbies. Girl, you don't have a clue who I am and how long I've talked to people.
Of
How
course
about
I
that?
do, Darlene, because you
No, you
insert your
don't.
shit into everything.
No, you don't know what I do in my daily life. Just because it's not here on
You
TikTok doesn't
sit
mean it
in a
doesn't happen.
motherfucking box all goddamn day running
Who
your fucking
cares?
yapper.
Who cares? I can do what I want to do.
Who
I'm
cares?
who cares what I do? Why do you guys care so much? Go run on Reddit and talk about us some more. You're one of those Reddit trolls. And that is so funny that you sit there. You know what's funny is I haven't been on for 2 days, except for right now, except for tonight, because I keep getting
Because
dragged
you've
in.
been in
Will you
Discord with frozen pizza.
who cares what I do? It's my life, baby girl. My life. My life. Like it's not yours to tell me what I
Or
can what I
their
can and
lack
can't do.
of, darling. Go touch grass. Go do something
What?
productive.
I've
Why?
done a lot of things productive. How the hell would you know what I've done?
Why do you care, liar, liar? Why do you care what she does?
I could give two flying fucks what she does, but if you're gonna say what you do and do what you say, and this bitch doesn't do none of that.
Oh, so
You okay.
that's you don't care what she does, but you're up here in a box asking about when she took out. So you're
If
the
you're gonna clout chase and say, I'm filing an RO,
yeah.
and then you leave it null and void, but don't tell the same people that you said, I'm filing an RO. And her exact words,
You sit with
her
Central
exact
Perk.
words were,
You sit with
I didn't
Central
file
Perk.
it
You
because
sit
then
with
I couldn't
Meg.
speak on G. She likes the
You
drama.
sit with Meg. You sit with the real stalker. That's
See,
who
this is
you
the
are.
other problem. All you
Uh-huh.
motherfuckers just want to point
Yep.
out you sit with
That's
so
what
and
it is.
so. I don't
Because that's
sit
what
with a
it is.
goddamn
That's
motherfucker
why
on
you're
this
up
app
here
because you're
because
all
she can't come up and defend herself and say why she's really stalking a
who
4-year-old
can't
boy.
bring them on the fuck up.
Go tell your friend. You sit with Meg and them.
My
Go
friend,
tell
girl,
her.
that's your neighbor.
Ain't my neighbor. I don't see her. I've never met her in person.
No, I don't think it's Sean. Although I don't recognize the
No,
voice.
no.
But
Look at her. Meg's telling her what to say.
yeah,
She's friends with
yeah,
Meg. I know because
yeah,
Meg's crew is the one that wanted me and pushed me to get that RO.
yeah.
So that
I
would be
don't.
who she sits with.
It
I'm
is.
not dumb. I'm not dumb.
It is the pattern of people that are deflecting to, like, seriously, you're going to pick one thing Darlene said and then say you're a liar because you don't follow through. Those are people that have nothing.
And
Nothing.
why doesn't she ask Gabby why Gabby didn't
Mhm,
file through with
mhm.
the RO against Feisty then? The same can be
Gabby,
thrown back on that one. She had a court date and everything.
yeah,
Why didn't she?
yeah.
Same thing then, right?
Gabby said she called the police on me and she didn't.
I just don't understand why people are so worried about what we do in our lives, day to day lives, and what we don't do, and that we have to bring it all to TikTok. But then if we bring it all to TikTok, they want to say something about that too. Like you can't, I'm not here to make you happy. I don't know what to
Yeah.
tell people. Like,
Yeah. It doesn't. It doesn't because there isn't an actual issue to call you out on. So people just go to don't these women have anything to do? Like, don't they have jobs? No, I'm retired and we can do what we want to do. I'm addicted to TikTok more than I should, but I do a lot of shit. I just don't post it, but I'm retired. I do what I want to do. Thanks,
yeah,
Darlene, for coming back up.
yes. And for the
Coming to get
record, because so they all know, I don't have to work. I'm a stay at home mom. My husband provides for us. I don't have to work. So there's your answer on that one. No, don't have to work.
Yeah. Thanks, Darlene.
Not that it's any business. Thank you.
Yeah. You're back, Unstoppable.
Hi again. I'm so sorry. This is just in response to when Kaylee and G were up there. There's so many things that I would just love to say, but um one, it was very disrespectful. Kaylee was not being respectful in any way, shape, or form. to you, Pink, or to anybody here. There's just a lot of things that I would love to say, but I'm not going to say them. As for G, the problem I have with that is that I don't think, this is my opinion, you don't have to do it, but my opinion is, yeah, we want to allow people to come up and have a box, right? But the thing is G is not willing to listen to anybody. She's not willing to hear what anyone else has to say, so I really don't think that that woman should get a box. Because she comes up, she rants her rant, and then as soon as somebody is going to have a valid thing to say to her, she hangs up. And I just don't think she deserves to have that box in any way, shape, or form.
I appreciate your opinion on that.
I appreciate you listening. Thank you.
Sure. I'm not sure if Shan. Yeah, somebody noted, look at Boots being so good up in the box.
Oh, who, me?
You. I don't know if you want it up, Shan, or not. Okay, let's do, it's 10:30. No. Let's do, I didn't intend for this to go that long. Let's do
like twice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more people in boxes. Oh, Big Bang said no more boxes. Does Sunny, I don't know where the cats are. I don't know where the cats are. Who has something very important to say in a quick period? Something brief and something important.
Do you want me to start the timer? What do they get? A minute? 2 minutes? What do you want?
2 minutes is good. Hey, Big Mama.
Pink, I just wanted to come on and say something real fast. And this has to do with Patty, not Rob. I don't appreciate. I was in a domestic violence trigger warning. I don't like his comment. A woman deserves to be hit. He's a disgusting, vile human being, and for him to say what he said, and for him to sit with women, a bunch of women, and for him to say what he said, and him to still have a platform, is disgusting. I don't think he should even have a platform on this app. And that's all I had to say. Thank you for letting me come up.
Thank you. So
thank you.
I will. Okay, everybody wants me to talk about what I think about Wit. What I think about Whitney, I started becoming familiar with Whitney when she read the book, the first book, which I really enjoyed. I'm just the things that she has been called out about smoking around her kids, about falling asleep, falling half asleep, not being able to stay awake. Like I'm telling you, I might have an opinion, but my goal is usually for people to not even realize who I don't care for or dislike. I do think that Whitney is she doesn't like confrontation. I think when she let me in the box, I think I was respectful. At some point over, I think the message I sent to Zenny, she has been outspoken. Her right. It's absolutely, again, anybody has the right to criticize me on that. I will say now that the general position of I don't care who people said, you can't tell me who I want to be friends with. Rob has taken it to a level that I am going to have a very poor opinion of anyone who even is silent about him saying that. Is silent about it. I mean, that's what I feel. I think that has crossed. I dare somebody to come on here and say, I don't have a problem with so and so. She's exposing her children to a pedo. There are some things. Oh, there. Come here, mommy. Come here. People want to see how. I want to see your toe beans. I want to see your little toe beans. Can you hear her? Can you hear her? She's got the loudest purr. No. Mommy wants all Joe.
Take it.
Look.
Oh, you little shit.
There are certain things that are so. Like, I don't understand how anybody can sit in Rob's comments and expect not to be criticized. I think he's taken it to an egregious level. That's what I think. It's disgusting.
And I see people in the comments saying she's not sober or whatever. I don't watch her enough to know. I'm not to say she is or not. But I think they were buddies and he just took a bad fucking turn. And to stick by that, I thought he was a cool dude. And then, like, dang. Sober now, that's right. That's true. But she says she's sober. I'm going to respect that.
I think that here it's
Why
the
is it
same.
okay? It's because she don't show her kids on cam. And again, I don't watch her, so I don't know.
It's the same way I feel with Gabby. Is I don't think any of us really have any business telling someone else they can't, they need to get off the app. I think that was a way of people saying you're neglecting your child. The only way to take proper care is to get off the app. But I feel the same with Whitney. Like, she has every right to be on this app where she wants. But you got to take the pushback of what you put out there. And while it's none of our business personally,
True,
it's public opinions. And when you're,
you're on a public
platform,
yeah.
Hey, Drifting Cloud.
Hi, sweetheart. How you doing?
I'm good.
He's in here. He's on a different account, just so you know. I don't agree with anything he's done. He's made people lose friendships. He's made me lose friendships. I know there's tons of girls that have lost friendships over him because of what he said, because the people are agreeing with him, which is sick. And everything he's done to you, I mean, that's even more sick. So I just want to say that I'm sorry that everybody's getting triggered by him. And I love you all. And just, keep doing you, Pink. That's all I got to say.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Everybody says my voice is soothing, but your voice is really, really soothing. Thank you for jumping up.
You're welcome.
You two and Sarah, man, you guys will make a great podcast. Or do some books. Have you ever thought about doing, what is it, the audio books? I'd rather read a book, but I know a lot of people read them. You should do that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, God. Okay, let's do a couple more. I want to do JC. I want to do Skank Hunt because that.
What was the name again?
We gotta let Tundra up. You better behave.
Hey,
Hey,
how you doing?
I'm doing okay. Marianne, I saw her
A
asking.
wild night. But everyone that's saying I follow Rob, yes, I do, but what he said, I disagree with. So I was in the night before having fun with him. Okay, everyone's trying to say I ride with him. I accept what he does. No, I don't. So I texted Wit. Wit's my girl. I love her. I talked to her about it. She's upset about it because he did cross the line, and I accept. And I need to talk to him. I'm trying to get a hold of him so he can call me personally. I'm gonna handle that. But people, please stop um saying that in the comments. He's your boy. He's your guy. Yeah, he's my friend, but I'm gonna handle it if I want to have a personal conversation with him because I totally disagree with that shit that he said and he pulled. Okay? So please, I'm just just know I'm a good guy and I don't believe in that shit. No man should ever touch a woman. None of that. So, and Wit is upset, and Wit is going through some shit, and I think she's just off track right now. And yes, she is sober. She is sober. I talk to her every day. She's just going through a lot of shit that we all are. We have ups and downs. We all got mental, some of us, not all of us, but some of us have mental health issues, that we're dealing with. You know, I'm
Yeah.
but
I,
just
I
know
go ahead.
I'm sorry and just people stop attacking me. I'm going in lives with my friends, just having a good time, and people are attacking me just because of the people I follow. It's okay.
Sandra, I think that I'm reading the chat, and believe me, I get what you're saying. It's your friend. You're going to have a talk with them off the app, like, hey, not cool, as a friend would do. But what the chat's saying, this isn't the first time he's done it. That's what's crazy.
But I'm not I coach football. I coach my kids sports. I work 60 hours a week. I'm never on the app. So I'm so confused who to follow, who to be friends with. I don't know anymore. And I'm trying to ask people for help, and no one's helping me. And I'm trying to figure out who's good, who's bad, who's
Sure.
turning, what's going on. I have no idea. And I'm just trying to, before, as a man, before you kick someone to the curb, talk to them. You just don't kick people to the curb just because they said something. I want to find out the truth
Tundra,
and
Tundra,
everything.
Tundra. This ain't the first time people have tried to talk
Hey,
to him.
listen,
We're beating a dead horse at this point, okay?
this here's the thing. I hear you. Again, I am the least judgmental person. I do think that I know he's done things before. He's progressively gotten more aggressive. He's clearly following the Kaylee school of live streaming. But I definitively feel like he crossed the biggest line last night. And I think at this point, I just think at this point it is you got to see what people are going to do.
I agree.
You
I
got give
agree.
I give you I mean if he continues his narrative of being that vile and people continue to sit with him or make excuses, um I feel like you can give judgment, but this did just happen in the last 24 hours and it was bad. He took it to another level.
I'm
Jesus
very
Christ.
upset about it because my wife was in that, and I'm very upset about it. I want to talk to him man to man, and I'm I'm not going in his lives no more, none of that. But I'm upset about it. But I was getting attacked. I went in somebody else's live, and they were like, "Oh, you were in there." I wasn't in there last night. I was watching Christmas movies with my daughter. I don't even know. I found out this through people that are texting me. I wasn't in there. I was in there the night before talking to him about funny stuff, Like, but yes, I wasn't there the other night, but not the night he said that. And I just don't want people to, I don't like people like judging me and like saying I'm in there. I'm not. I wasn't a part of this. I don't want to get attacked for something I didn't do or I wasn't a part of.
Okay. Okay, let's take a step back, chat, from attacking people if they're not endorsing. And I assume that I'm here to watch is Rob. So thanks, Tundra. I'm going to drop you down, but I hear
All
you
right.
and I
Thank
understand.
you.
Gang, this is your first time in a box?
Yes,
Yeah.
hi. It's
Hi.
so nice to meet all of you. My first time in a box ever. Big fan of you and all your kitties.
Thank you.
Yes, tell them I said psst, psst, psst. But
Okay.
anywho, I just had a quick little input. Just something funny. I noticed that apparently Rob had lied about being married this entire time, or this is what's being said.
Okay.
And only decided to come out about lying about being married when Kaylee came out about her divorce. So I just thought the timing was really cute, and I wish them all the best.
Okay.
You can
All
drop me now.
right.
That's all I had to say.
Thank you. That was a good debut.
Yeah, just short,
Yeah.
simple, and
Yeah.
talking my shit. Nice to meet
Yeah.
y'all.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Hey,
Hey.
Marianne.
Hi, honey. I'm so sorry. I didn't even realize I was up here. But I do have one thing to say.
Okay.
The moment any person on this planet walks out their door, there is absolutely no expectation of privacy to be had. Meaning, anybody can film you as long as you're out in the public. And out in the public is out beyond the door of your home. So, with all this stalking nonsense, stop it. Just stop it. You have no expectation of privacy. And for someone like G to be expecting any kind of privacy, that's beyond me. But that's a story for another day that you can tell, Pink, because you know it better than me. And that's all I have to say. Besides the fact that Boots, I absolutely adore you, your pickle, and your laugh.
Oh, you're making me blush. Thank
She
you.
has the best laugh.
She does. It puts a smile on my face every time I hear it. But
Oh,
thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Okay. Thanks, Marianne. All right.
Oops, sorry.
Okay. I think we're at the point where I'm going to end the live. This turned out, I guess, better than I mean, I was looking for discussion.
It's been a roller coaster. It's been a roller coaster. It's had its ups. It's had its downs. It's had a couple 360s here and there. It's like a loop de loop.
I don't even know where.
The
Thank you.
violin ending.
Oh, here. I can't find her. Wait a minute. Here's my I just got a new laptop. So here's the box.
Oh,
Living in the How do you
oh,
take I got to cut up recycling. She's in the box.
tape her up. Ship her to me. I'll take Dinky. Come on, Dink.
She's
See, there we go. Take. No.
And I'm gonna go. Let me go check the other one. I'm guessing he is in his hut. Oh no. Hang on.
Resting up for his party tonight.
No, Tinky knocked his hut down. Hang on, I gotta turn the light on. Oh my god. Oh, yeah, she not. There's Smudgy.
There's Smudge.
There's Smudgy. Here he is. I'm moving. Oh, look, this one. I've got a new
gosh.
mattress. He's up on his. Tink, Tatey.
I think Pink said she was going to post this to her. You
Yeah, I
posting
will
this
post
to your
it to
YT?
YouTube.
Dinky.
There's Tatey.
Smudge, you guys don't feel sorry for Smudge. I get why you feel sorry for Smudge. Smudge is just like a cool loner. He only comes out after dark.
Yeah.
And he don't like everybody.
No.
But then he warms up to you and he's so sweet. Don't let him fool you. He just don't like the other two.
I always like to do the twin walk. This is how Danny does it. This is so awkward walking with a camera like on your face, much less while you're in urgent care, when you're having a miscarriage, when you're like, it's so awkward. Damn, awkward.
When you're having a seizure and it doesn't leave
When
your
you're
face.
having a
I'll tell you what.
seizure.
I'll tell you what. I've only started watching them, this past year maybe. And
Yeah.
when I see the old videos, that shit's funny now.
Somebody just messaged me and said, where can I find like the whiteboard and see? Drama Twins had it tagged for the longest time. That's where I found it, but I don't. I assume it's down, just not pinned. But the temperature here is, it was in the mid 50s today.
What?
Tomorrow,
We're like in the 40s. Ugh.
yeah, it's going down to like high 30s at night. Tomorrow I gotta do the outside, disconnect my hose, drain, do all that stuff. So
Somebody says we need to do an old video of them. Hey, and which I'm sure one of them, if not both of them, are listening. If you girls would have stuck to like the fake seizures and the stupid shit back then, hell,
listen,
that was funny shit. Sonic shedding. Oh my goodness.
Hippie Harley is, listen, today she said she doesn't think she's gonna make it past Thanksgiving with the staph infection that she had.
Oh, she is something else lately. Oh my gosh. Oh, and how she's Mama Todd, if you're listening, like she's still saying your name. How do we make her stop?
I don't know. We got to get the correspondents involved. But anyway, okay. Thanks for co-hosting and Boots, and thank you for everyone. I do appreciate the meaningful discussion. I really, really do. I honestly, I really do not. I'm uncomfortable with this pattern of exposing people. I do think that things need to come to light, but I really also believe that people need to coexist and, just.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you so much. Next time I'm going to go live from my laptop on the TikTok studio. I think I have to do that 3 times before you can do boxes, but I'm working on that. And have a wonderful night. And
they're requesting the violin. Did you find it?
Yes, I did.
Oh.
Yes, I did. Why didn't I think to play that at a more appropriate time earlier?
I gotta get one of them. Do you know how many times I could have played it to break up these fights when I had to be referee?
If you ever stream or get inboxes, you need to get this pair from Amazon for what, like $8 or something? Because
it's so funny.
They're so worth it.
Oh,
Okay.
they would take that away from me so damn fast.
Yeah, they would. I will, as soon as I end here, I am going to I will check Discord messages and I will upload this to my YouTube which is the same name as this. There's a link in the bio. So I'll put it out there, and I'll see I'll see you all sometime this weekend. Thank you for hanging in there. Appreciate all of you.
Toodles.
Bye-bye.